Most men have no clue how to compliment a woman in a way that makes her heart skip a beat or keeps her thinking about them all day. They often say the wrong words, overdo it, or come across as fake. But over 500 years ago, Machiavelli studied women, power, and attraction in royal courts and uncovered secret phrases that make a woman instantly drawn to a man. In this video, I'll share 5 compliments so strong that they stir desire in her mind and emotions, making her think about you in ways she can't explain. Words that can make her melt, admire, and even crave your presence. Compliment number 1. The unique mind compliment. Most people don't see the way you think. You're different, and I can tell. This compliment is incredibly effective because it doesn't focus on her appearance or the usual surface-level things most men notice. Most guys compliment women on their hair, smile, or clothes. While those compliments are nice, they're very common and don't create a real connection. What makes this one special is that it praises her mind and identity, the core of who she is. By telling a woman she thinks differently and stands out from the crowd, you're showing that you notice her unique qualities, the things most people overlook. This makes her feel deeply seen, which is a powerful trigger for attraction. When you compliment her mind, you are doing something subtle but very effective. You're essentially saying, "I see something in you that others don't." And that idea is incredibly alluring. It signals that she is rare and mentally stimulating. Most people don't recognize the nuances of a woman's thoughts, so when someone points it out, she naturally becomes curious. She may start asking herself questions like, "Why does he notice this?" or "What exactly does he find different about me?" This curiosity works in your favor because once her mind is engaged with you, attraction starts to grow almost automatically. This kind of compliment works on several levels. First, it appeals to her ego. Everyone wants to feel unique, intelligent, and noticed for who they really are. Unlike a generic "you're smart" compliment, this one shows that you are truly paying attention to her perspective and the way she thinks. It's personalized, which is far more powerful than generic praise. She feels that you are genuinely observing her, not just commenting on her looks or superficial qualities. This feeling of being genuinely seen is rare and highly attractive. Second, this compliment stimulates her mind. Women are drawn to men who notice depth and complexity. By acknowledging that she thinks differently, you are subtly demonstrating that you also understand complexity and thoughtfulness. It shows that you are intelligent, observant, and emotionally aware, qualities that naturally make you more appealing. This isn't just a compliment, it's a subtle signal of your own sophistication and insight. Third, this approach creates curiosity and intrigue. When a woman hears that you notice something unique about the way she thinks, she naturally wants to know more. She'll start paying closer attention to your words, actions, and opinions because she is curious about what you see that others don't. Curiosity is one of the most powerful emotional triggers in attraction. It keeps her engaged, thinking about you, and eager to interact more. Finally, the beauty of this compliment is its subtlety. You're not overpraising, exaggerating, or trying too hard to impress her. You are simply stating something you genuinely notice. This comes across as confident and natural, which makes it even more attractive. Confidence paired with a thoughtful, personalized compliment is a combination that is almost impossible to resist. She feels recognized, admired, and mentally stimulated all at once. In essence, the unique mind compliment goes beyond typical flattery. It recognizes her individuality, appeals to her ego, engages her mind, and sparks curiosity. A simple line like, "Most people don't see the way you think, you're different, and I can tell," can have an extraordinary effect. It makes her wonder why you see her this way, think about you more, and feel a deeper emotional connection before the conversation even goes further. This is the kind of subtle psychological influence Machiavelli emphasized, using careful observation and personalized praise to spark mental and emotional attraction. When you give this compliment, delivery matters. Speak sincerely, with calm confidence. Maintain eye contact, keep your tone natural, and let your words reflect genuine observation. Don't over-explain or try too hard to impress. Let the compliment land on its own, and allow her mind to do the rest. Once she starts thinking about why you notice her differently, attraction begins naturally. You've now placed yourself in a position of subtle influence, just like Machiavelli would suggest. The key takeaway: stop focusing on surface-level compliments. Notice her thinking, her unique perspective, and her individuality. Show her that you see something deeper, something rare, and you instantly set yourself apart from every other man. This compliment doesn't just make her feel good, it draws her in, sparks curiosity, and builds a mental and emotional connection that is hard to ignore. Compliment number 2, the presence power compliment. You make the whole room feel different when you're here. This compliment is incredibly powerful because it focuses on the effect she has on people and the environment around her, rather than her looks, intelligence, or achievements. Most men only notice surface-level traits like appearance or status, but this line goes deeper. It tells her that her presence matters, that she has a real influence on the energy around her. Hearing that their existence affects others in a meaningful way makes people feel important, respected, and truly valued, a feeling most women rarely get. What makes this compliment special is its simplicity and subtlety. You're not declaring love, overpraising her looks, or exaggerating anything. You're simply pointing out the unique energy she brings into a space. Women, like all humans, want to feel significant and impactful. By noticing the way she changes the atmosphere, you are giving her that sense of importance. At the same time, you are creating intrigue and admiration for yourself because not everyone is aware enough to notice such things. This compliment works because it appeals to a deep psychological need, the desire to feel that one matters emotionally. Many women notice when someone is paying attention to them, but few receive feedback about the energy they give off. When you say that she changes the mood or energy in the room, it communicates that you perceive her on a level most people overlook. This not only makes her feel unique and acknowledged, but also positions you as someone observant, thoughtful, and emotionally intelligent. Giving this compliment also triggers curiosity. She will naturally wonder why you feel that way, and she might reflect on how she behaves in your presence. Your words will stay in her mind long after the interaction ends. That reflection strengthens attraction because she begins connecting her own sense of importance to your attention and perception. She will feel valued, intrigued, and drawn to you without you needing to say more. One of the most effective things about this line is its elegance. It doesn't overcomplicate or exaggerate. It quietly communicates admiration and influence. You're essentially telling her, "I notice you, you matter, you have an impact," and that is far more meaningful than compliments about beauty or achievements. It also positions you as someone who can see beneath the surface, someone who notices subtle but important things, a quality that is rare and attractive. Another reason this works is that it subtly gives her a sense of positive influence. She realizes her energy can shape the room, but your compliment makes it feel natural and effortless, not manipulative. Machiavelli understood that people crave influence and recognition, and this compliment mirrors that principle. By highlighting her effect on the environment, you make her feel powerful while remaining confident and composed yourself. She senses admiration, but it feels thoughtful and authentic rather than needy. When delivering this compliment, your tone and timing are essential. Speak calmly, naturally, and with gentle sincerity. Eye contact and relaxed body language make your words feel like an honest observation rather than a rehearsed line. Authenticity is key because it communicates that you are genuinely aware of her effect on the world around her. A compliment like this leaves a lasting impression because it is personal, subtle, and deeply meaningful. In practice, this line works on multiple levels. First, it appeals to her ego. Everyone wants to feel important, capable of influencing others, and recognized for their presence. Second, it engages her emotions, making her feel noticed, appreciated, and mentally stimulated. Third, it creates curiosity, which naturally strengthens attraction and encourages reflection. Together, these effects build a sense of connection, admiration, and desire without overt seduction or excessive praise. The presence power. Compliment is not flashy or overtly seductive, but it quietly creates a bond. It highlights an unseen aspect of her impact, fulfilling her desire to feel important and emotionally influential. It positions you as a man who sees depth, notices subtleties, and understands people. A rare combination that naturally draws women in. Delivered properly, it makes her associate her significance with your attention, creating a subtle yet powerful attraction. Ultimately, this compliment is a tool for building emotional and mental connection. It communicates that she matters, that her presence is felt, and that you are perceptive enough to notice it. It is simple, genuine, and highly effective. A line like, "You make the whole room feel different when you're here," can leave a lasting impression, plant curiosity in her mind, and establish a subtle influence, exactly the kind of psychological strategy Machiavelli would admire. Compliment number 3. The enigmatic attraction. Compliment. There's something about you I can't quite figure out, and I love it. This compliment is extremely effective because it taps into the power of curiosity and fascination. Most men try to impress women by explaining themselves, showing off, or giving exaggerated praise. These approaches often backfire because they remove tension, excitement, and intrigue from the interaction. The enigmatic attraction. Compliment works differently. It subtly communicates that she is interesting, unpredictable, and mentally stimulating, without you needing to over-explain or over-validate. When you use this line, you are showing that you notice qualities in her that others overlook. You are acknowledging her complexity and depth. This makes her feel unique and special because very few people take the time to recognize that she is not easily understood. Humans are naturally drawn to what they cannot fully explain. By pointing out that she fascinates you in a way you can't fully define, you create a mental pull that keeps her thinking about you long after the conversation ends. One reason this compliment is so powerful is that it leaves room for imagination. You are not describing her looks, personality, or behavior in detail. Instead, you are emphasizing that there is a depth to her that intrigues you. This gives her a sense of importance and creates a subtle challenge. She feels that she is being noticed, but at the same time, she can't completely figure you out. The more she wonders why you find her mysterious, the more she focuses on you mentally. Curiosity is a strong driver of attraction, and this compliment naturally sparks it. This compliment also positions you as someone thoughtful and intelligent. By acknowledging her complexity, you demonstrate that you can perceive subtleties and appreciate depth. Women are often drawn to men who notice things that others miss. Expressing interest in her enigmatic qualities shows that you are not shallow or superficial. You value uniqueness, curiosity, and depth, traits that go far beyond physical appearance or social status and make you much more attractive. Another advantage of the enigmatic attraction. Compliment is the playful tension it creates. It is not a direct expression of desire, nor an attempt to flatter excessively. Instead, it leaves an open-ended intrigue. She feels noticed and appreciated, but there is a subtle uncertainty that engages her mind. She may start wondering what exactly you find mysterious about her, and this reflection keeps her attention on you. Mystery fuels mental attraction. The less predictable you are, the more she wants to understand you, and the more emotionally invested she becomes without realizing it. Delivery is essential for this compliment to work effectively. Speak naturally, calmly, and with confidence. Avoid over-explaining or justifying your words. Let the line land and allow her mind to fill in the gaps. The power of this compliment comes from its simplicity and subtlety. By not giving everything away, you invite her to explore her own qualities in relation to you, which strengthens emotional engagement and curiosity. This compliment also stimulates imagination and self-reflection. She starts connecting your words to her own sense of identity, thinking about what makes her fascinating and why it draws your attention. This reflection deepens her emotional connection to you. It is not just a compliment, it is a psychological strategy that positions her as intriguing, valuable, and captivating in her own eyes. The enigmatic attraction. Compliment works on several levels. It highlights her complexity, encourages self-reflection, creates curiosity, and positions you as a man who appreciates depth. When she hears, "There's something about you I can't quite figure out, and I love it," she feels mentally and emotionally engaged. This subtle approach fosters a strong attraction that goes beyond surface-level admiration, Finally, this compliment aligns perfectly with timeless principles of human attraction. Mystery is inherently appealing because predictability is boring. By recognizing and appreciating her mysterious qualities, you make her feel validated, exciting, and mentally stimulated. These emotions are powerful drivers of desire and fascination. Unlike generic praise or physical compliments, this line creates a mental and emotional bond that draws her closer. In short, the enigmatic attraction. Compliment works because it acknowledges her depth, sparks curiosity, encourages reflection, and positions you as someone who values subtlety and intelligence. It creates intrigue, mental engagement, and emotional connection simultaneously. Used sincerely and confidently, this line becomes a powerful tool for fascination, attraction, and influence. Exactly in line with the strategies masters of human behavior, like Machiavelli, have observed and used for centuries. Compliment number 4. The calm connection. Compliment. Talking to you feels effortless. It's a rare feeling. This compliment is highly effective because it communicates emotional comfort and ease without being forced, exaggerated, or dramatic. Many men try to impress women by showing off, bragging, or seeking validation, but this usually creates tension and pressure. The calm connection. Compliment works differently. It highlights the natural sense of relaxation and harmony you feel in her presence, showing that being around her has a meaningful emotional impact on you. This makes you stand out immediately because most people rarely express this kind of subtle, genuine appreciation. When you use this line, you're telling her that her presence affects you in a positive, calming way. Most compliments focus on looks, achievements, or social status, but few people notice how someone makes others feel internally. By pointing out that you feel at ease, you're giving her recognition for something deeper, her ability to create emotional safety. This makes her feel valued beyond the surface and fosters a quiet, meaningful connection that goes far beyond typical flattery. This compliment works because it emphasizes authenticity and presence. Women notice when a man isn't trying to impress, manipulate, or compete for attention. By calmly expressing that she makes you feel relaxed, you demonstrate emotional maturity, confidence, and self-assurance. These traits are rare and highly attractive. Emotional safety creates trust, and trust is one of the strongest foundations for attraction. When a woman senses that she can be herself around you without judgment, she begins to associate you with stability, calm energy, and reliability, all qualities that naturally draw her in. Another advantage of this compliment is that it subtly shifts the usual dynamic. Instead of her trying to impress you or seek approval, your words show that you are grounded, confident, and comfortable. Her presence enhances your experience, not the other way around. This creates a relaxed atmosphere where she can be herself, which is incredibly appealing. You appear confident without arrogance, attentive without desperation, and emotionally intelligent without overthinking. A rare combination that immediately sets you apart from other men. Delivering this compliment also builds a strong mental association. When she hears that you feel relaxed and comfortable around her, she unconsciously links her presence with positive emotions and safety. Over time, this association strengthens her attraction to you. She begins to see you as someone who can provide calm, balance, and emotional stability, a man she can trust and enjoy being around. This effect happens naturally, without you having to say more, and it leaves a lasting impression that she will carry in her mind. The power of the calm connection. Compliment lies in its simplicity. You are not over-explaining, over-praising, or creating unnecessary drama. You're making a straightforward, honest observation about your own feelings in her presence. This authenticity is extremely attractive because it signals emotional stability, confidence, and self-awareness. Women are drawn to men who create a safe and comfortable space, and this compliment communicates that effortlessly. When delivering this line, tone, timing, and body language are crucial. Speak slowly, clearly, and with relaxed confidence. Maintain gentle eye contact and a calm smile to reinforce the sincerity of your words. Let it feel like a natural reflection of your experience, not a rehearsed line. The goal is to show that your calm presence and confidence contrast with the tension, over-eagerness, or neediness she may usually encounter from other men. In essence, the calm connection compliment works because it highlights comfort, stability, and a meaningful emotional connection. It positions you as someone who does not need to chase attention or overperform, but instead creates a relaxed and positive environment. By associating yourself with calm energy and emotional balance, you naturally attract her, blending comfort with subtle intrigue. A line like, "Talking to you feels effortless, it's a rare feeling," leaves a lasting impression, encouraging connection, admiration, and emotional attraction without pressure or manipulation. Compliment number 5, the rare recognition compliment. "I don't give this out often, but you really stand out to me." This compliment is extremely effective because it communicates exclusivity, value, and thoughtful attention. Most men give compliments too freely, praising almost anyone for their looks, style, or actions. When praise is given indiscriminately, it loses meaning and fails to leave a lasting impression. The rare recognition compliment works differently. It shows that you are careful with your words, that your attention is selective, and that her presence has earned a genuine acknowledgement. This makes your compliment feel special, memorable, and emotionally impactful. The power of this compliment comes from the idea of rarity. By saying, "I don't give this out often," you create a sense of uniqueness around your praise. It immediately signals that you notice quality, can distinguish between ordinary and extraordinary, and that your attention is something valuable. She realizes that not everyone would receive this recognition, which makes her feel important and exceptional. This subtle hint of exclusivity makes the compliment far more meaningful than generic flattery. Another reason this approach works is that it communicates intentionality. You are showing that you are not easily impressed and that your admiration is deliberate. Most people are used to attention that is given automatically or without much thought. When you tell a woman that she stands out to you, it triggers a psychological response. She is special in your eyes, and your attention is not something she can take for granted. This makes her feel recognized on a deeper, more personal level and builds mental engagement. The rare recognition compliment also encourages curiosity and reflection. She will start thinking about why she caught your attention, what qualities, behaviors, or traits make her distinctive in your perception. This mental engagement strengthens attraction because it links your attention with her sense of identity. By being selective in your praise, you are guiding her to value your recognition and associate it with meaningful qualities rather than superficial attributes. This compliment also conveys confidence and calm authority. You are not over-explaining, over-praising, or trying to impress. Instead, you make a clear, simple observation that communicates value without pressure or neediness. This calm, assured delivery is attractive because it demonstrates emotional stability, self-respect, and independence. Women are drawn to men who control their attention and recognize value without requiring validation in return. Selective praise positions you as someone discerning, confident, and in control, making your presence more compelling. Timing and delivery are crucial for maximum impact. Speak naturally, calmly, and sincerely. Avoid rushing, overemphasizing, or giving extra justification for your words. Let the compliment feel effortless and genuine. Eye contact and a relaxed demeanor will enhance the effect, showing her that you mean exactly what you say. This makes your words more memorable and positions your recognition as something meaningful and thoughtful. Psychologically, this compliment works because it introduces a sense of exclusivity and privilege. She perceives your attention as rare and valuable, something not everyone receives. This perception increases emotional engagement and makes the compliment stick in her mind long after your interaction. When she recalls your words later, she will not just remember the compliment itself, but also the sense of being chosen and noticed, which deepens her connection and attraction to you. The rare recognition compliment works on multiple levels. It signals value and discernment, creates curiosity and reflection, and fosters an emotional connection. By delivering praise sparingly and intentionally, you communicate that your attention is not given lightly and that she has earned it. A simple line like, "I don't give this out often, but you really stand out to me," creates a lasting impression, encourages mental engagement, and subtly builds desire. In essence, this compliment is about thoughtfulness, selectivity, and recognition of uniqueness. It positions you as someone who sees quality, appreciates depth, and values meaningful connections. When used sincerely, it completes a Machiavelli-inspired approach to complimenting women, balancing admiration, intrigue, and emotional pull, leaving her thinking about you long after the conversation ends. Here's what most men fail to understand: it's not the words themselves, it's how she experiences herself when you say them. Once you grasp this, drawing her interest becomes natural. For more insights into subtle, psychology-driven attraction, hit subscribe. True influence isn't obvious, it's quiet and powerful.